Arg. I'm tired. Happy Wednesday, and I am coloring. Um, Actually, even though I said I might be making whips instead of coloring in whips, I think I'm actually going to start with this fish page from. It's from Lost Ocean, but kind of detached itself from the book. So I'm just gonna do it that way. The nice thing about it is the way this looks. It's like I could actually hang it somewhere. So even though this is my first attempt using those metallic um, brush tip pens, paint pens, I kind of like how it looks. So I may be willing to do that again. And I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, I catch my snot rag in the corner here. Let's do that. Um, yeah, I just need to relax. Long day. They threw me some curveballs. They keep changing my rooms. And they put me in a room where the technology was like kind of cob job. It's like put it together with duct tape. I'm like, really? Is this what we're doing? But it's actually cooler and bigger, so I kind of don't mind that. But I got to get used to it. And it's like changes. Okay, so you know what? Oh, I never finished watching these. I should do that someday. Oh, we'll see. I am going to use my Caran Dash pencils because of, these being kind of small. Not all of these are that small, but I don't know. Maybe I'll use a combination of Derwents and those. Watch. We're trying to get these. I do have those light fast, but those are kind of fat in diameter, so I think I'm going to stay away from them for this. Okay, so Restream tells me they have new music. Upload and play your music on the stream. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Well, I may do that someday. Not today, though. Okay, I just was nosy. I wanted to see what that was. Okay, let's see. I actually got something today that I ordered after I did some investigation um, on using pastels. I saw someone's YouTube video where they were actually using a template, and that's what these are. Um, they cost a lot of freaking money for what they are. I think this was kind of on the lesser expensive side, though. They're called by Cedar Canyon. Um, says they're rubbing plates. That's the name of the term for the object. Rubbing plates. It says add texture to fabric, craft, and mixed media projects. I haven't found I don't know. This is something like the best I could find for what I thought, my purposes would be. Well, I kind of thought they were smaller, kind of wanted them to be smaller, but there were actually some that were even bigger. And I was like, I don't need them that big. But this is a good size for a page, but like, I won't get this whole design on the whole page, probably. I don't think. I feel like I need something that's like about this size, like what is it, like 3 by 3? But I gotta do some more searching for that. But now I'm starting to eye everything that's in my house for potential to work like a rubbing plate. Yeah. Um, I don't know. So I got my eyes open. Ooh, they're like still connected or something. What the heck? For as much as they cost, they can't separate them all the way too. What's wrong with them? Okay. So I do like how they are nice and thin. which is kind of what I need. So I'm going to try these out on something. I don't know what. I may try them out in my sketchbook first to see how they work with the pencils, even to see how they might work with the pan pastels. And this is just like when you were a kid and they sent you outside with paper and chalk or what, paper and charcoal, and they wanted you to make rubbings of everything. That's kind of how you use this. This is the building or a surface or whatever that you would put the paper over and then do the rubbing. So there's this one. And see, I could probably use like just that edge, just this part to make rubbings. Lord have mercy, I take them apart. Yeah, I didn't say this was going to be an unboxing, but I never know what I'm going to do. Rarely do I ever know what I'm going to do. I really like that. This side is kind of cool too. I suppose because they're so thin, I could even cut it smaller if I wanted to, but I think I'd probably try and get away with doing it as a whole piece first. And there's this one. That's kind of cool. If we could get that to work on a page, that would be awesome. And I know, like they say, like there's templates, but I think like with chalk, it probably would be too messy to try to do it with templates. I have used the pan pastels. I tried those out with templates, and they work pretty good. I don't know, just tools to try it depending on. I don't know. I just got more tools. What can I say? Oh, that would be a good one because it wouldn't matter really what part of it I caught on the back of the page. Oh, that's wild. I wonder how they do this to get images on fabric. Because that's what they said one of the uses was. Hey, Miss Southern Belle. So am I going to diamond paint it? No, I don't do diamond painting. Them little beads, like they give me some kind of weird feeling that I can't quite describe. That is uncomfortable. Plus, like it's too I'd have to be too neat to do it, and I have too much of a mess on my desk to do it. If anything, like I don't know, I actually knit and crochet, but it kind of a little lean a little more towards the knitting, and I actually have a whole bunch of kits for knitting mittens that like I still and socks that I still need to um they're all sitting there. For a time I thought I was going to be able to be sitting down and like doing that, and then a whole bunch of other stuff happened, and it's like suddenly I'm like working full time again. But hey Evelyn. Yeah, I could use ink. Oh yeah, and you know what? That's the other thing. I could probably use maybe well, yeah, I could use ink. Let's just leave it at that. But I could probably maybe use the distressed inks with them too. Maybe in more ways than one. I don't like the idea of a cleanup though with using ink, but who knows? Actually, that might make a nice permanent impression on the page that I wouldn't have to worry about smudging or anything like that. But yeah, so I got these off of Amazon. They're called Doodles. So I'm gonna do some more investigating on rubbing plates. So no, I haven't loom knitted. I've watched people do it though. Excuse me. But I haven't. That would be something I kind of Well, originally, like if I had known enough about it and known people in it, probably one of the things I would have become is a textile designer. Um, but I never got to go that route. So, is it easy cleanup with ink? I'll have to investigate that then. That's a nice way to put in a background, I would think. A nice, quick way to put a background on things. So that's my latest acquisition. That I have something to play around with for backgrounds. So can I get that back in there? I might need to fold it. I really would like to find some smaller ones though, 3x3, if I could. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for it. I see rubber stamps that are like that, but I don't know that I want to go that far and get a rubber stamp, not for rubbing, pencils, um, chalk on it. I want it specifically so that I will use up my chalk pencils. That's kind of my goal for it. So, yeah. So that's that. Doodles. So I really want to finish this side of the page. And then I got to work on the other side of the page. That one's still staying in the book okay. This actually is a fun page, and it's a lot easier to deal with now that I have a thinner diameter pencil. So, let's see if I find the glasses on here. Ah, yeah. They had different kinds, and like some of them were, I don't know. I just was like, I need something. Need to find something. So I don't know. So I landed on those. I wound up choosing those. I was surprised that I didn't see anything at Blick, but maybe it just wasn't looking well enough. And it took a while for me to find out what the name of the things were. Yeah, they're called doodles. Hold on, let me uh there's a specific company that kept coming up every time I looked for them. I think it was something Richardson, John Richardson or something like that, that came up with a certain other kind of brand of them. But Cedar Canyon is one name on them. Oh, here it is. www.richesonart.com. Um, yeah. Maybe I'll go to actually. I didn't even. Well, now I didn't know to go there before, but I think I may go to their website and see what else they have, and if they have any smaller um plates like this. So these would be cool to do like ink. That's a good idea. I could actually type that in the. I could type that in the chat, couldn't I? I forget about these things. Where is it? Just in case if anybody watches it too on the replay. Let me just get the name right. Where it is. Yeah, that typed right. Yeah. Oh, and I actually have my. I put my Instagram link. I kept it in a Google. Oh, where is the Google Doc? Hello. Because I'm so challenged. I went and got my copied my Instagram link too. So if you're interested, because we're looking into just kind of having a kind of coloring, I say coloring party, but it's just kind of like we just get together and just color and giggle, work on whatever we're working on, and just, pass the time. So if you're interested, you can send me a message in Instagram and we'll try and hook something up. I'm thinking really, especially now because I'm like back to work, I'm thinking of like probably no more than 2 hours. Um, and and it could be maybe as short as an hour, but sometimes it's like you're just getting started in an hour and you need a little bit more time. But yeah, so I kind of want to do that, and then people can drop off. They can drop off, or come on as they feel like it or whatever. Just something kind of low key, just to color together for a bit and have a little fun, because I kind of miss that. I used to get a lot of coloring done just from being on there with other people. So, and it doesn't necessarily have to happen on my channel, like it could rotate or whatever. And I'm thinking like, maybe once a month or once every 6 weeks or something like that. I'm kind of thinking once every 6 weeks, because sometimes if you do something too much, it gets like jaded or something. I don't know. I'm weird. So anyway, just send me a message in IG, anybody, and we can hook that up. So da, 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 da. So I'm gonna color now. I really need to do something with my nails. They're looking really raggedy. But what color are we gonna make this other fish? I feel like I need to outline this guy. I'm not sure. Should I do that now or should I wait? So how are you liking your Pablos, Evelyn? I really like how I don't know, however they lay down color, they really are like vibrant. They are like no joke with that. And I love that. With it's like no effort and you get color. And it's like just what I needed. Who knew? Who knew? I just wish I had Pablo money. Pablo cash. But I really don't want, I still need to downsize the pencils I have, because um I don't know, and I always feel this personal responsibility to use them up myself. It's like, you bought it, you need to use it up. It must be like eating everything on your plate or something as a kid, which, like, we were made to do. Look at that. Look how it's covering that. These things are wonderful. Especially when I'm trying to go over these ink mistakes in here from the acrylic marker. Okay, what did I think I used the. Yeah, those polychromos. I think, like I said, I think they are my staple go-to pencil now. They're gonna be that. I really, really, they're like all around um kind of workhorse, in my opinion. I want pink. Hey, Maritza. Hola. That wasn't the color I wanted, but it's not hurting it. I might need to use a marker in here because I want white to kind of show up in there. Seem to be doing purples in this. I only got one purple. What's that noise? I don't know what happened today, but our garbage man, not garbage man, why do we say that garbage man? But the waste management folk, that's not the company we use though, but they just came by about a half an hour ago. I don't know. I just said a prayer for them because I'm like, I don't know what kind of day you had, but it sounds like it might have been kind of rough if they're just getting by here and they usually come like between like 9 and 11, 11 at the latest. I'm thinking, what happened? Did a truck break down or what happened? I don't know. I can't even imagine because that's never happened before. The only time they're late like that is if there's a snowstorm. And that's because, if there's a lot of snow, then, they got to deal with plows and things. And sometimes the plows want them to wait until they get through so they don't get stuck and all that kind of stuff. But this is dry ground summer. So I hope they're okay. Child, I was about ready to run outside and ask them, "Are you okay? How was your day? Is everything all right?" And they'd be like, "Who is this crazy woman? Nobody talks to us." That's so weird. I was concerned though. Hmm. I think I need to use a Derwent for this. Because that happens to be the tin I have out on my desk. So I could make it kind of a different color from. I do kind of, you know, when dealing with like a 72 set of pencils, I do see the limitations with it, you know, as far as, well, if you had more pencils, you'd have more purples to choose from. And it's like, yeah, I do see that. But it's kind of like pick your battles. Pick your battles. So, these guys, they have a lot of purples. This, it looks like blue though. Can't quite tell. Let's just say midnight purple. Do I want to go there? What's Midnight Purple like? Ooh, maybe I do want to go. Except I think it needs to be sharper. Where's my sharpener? Yes, I feel like I'm approaching a bling some things out stage. I gotta say the other day, I feel it. I gotta prep for that and get some of this other stuff off my desk. Oh yeah, I did want this darker, I think. I'm liking this because it makes the lighter parts stand out more. Miss Southern Belle, I got them pretzels in my cart at Amazon that your friend had shared with you or that she got. Man, I saw that garlic parmesan pretzels. I was like, "Whoa, where can I get them? Where can I get them?" And I found them. I googled it, and then I saw that Amazon was one of the places it has, and I was like, "Whoa, here we go, here we go." And then they also showed the list of flavors they have of those pretzels, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's like that's gourmet." I restrained trying to, you know, order more than just those. It's like, no restraint. Oh, yeah, I like what that did. Maybe I should use that over here then. Maybe that'll help here. See, that seems to be the reason, like, how I've gotten more supplies is trying to solve a coloring problem, quote unquote. Something that I'm trying to achieve that I can't with what I have. So, that just like bang, that made that pop. So somebody had sent me a message, done a message in my comments. And that was when I was was complaining about the while using them, complaining about the Starjoy Golds. And they says you need to just get rid of those things. They said, and get a pencil that you'll love. I'm like, yeah, I know you're right, but I got to finish all the food on my plate. Child, I'm gonna go buck wild with these things now that I can see what it's able to do. And this makes me more likely to experiment with backgrounds with acrylic markers and shiny things because if I know I can clean up my edges a little bit or make the edges look in a way that kind of stand out from, my little ragged paint job, I'm more likely to use it. Because if you don't look at this really, really close up, it's actually like, if I do say so myself, it's actually kind of pretty. And I actually would like, I think, put this up on my wall somewhere. And I don't think I would have felt that way if I had used just colored pencils. So, mm. So I'm learning. That one's not so fabulous, but I don't really care. We're supposed to be doing that guy. I don't know why I'm feeling I need to make him yellow. Evelyn, yeah. I just like heard they were talking about him, so I got him, and it's like, okay. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing this, but all of a sudden I decided I wanted it yellow, and that's what happened. That's what I picked up. Me and my random instant palette making, like who knows? I don't know. That's what I want in there. Whatever happens, happens. I felt like I needed yellow to balance out the picture. So even though I started coloring it purple, all of a sudden I'm like, I need yellow. It's kind of cool, actually. Hmm. I make the center green also. What's this one? Amber gold. Do we want another yellow? This is gonna really kind of. It's yellow, yellow. I'm making a mix. See, I just love color. That was one reason why, if I had known and had thought about it early enough in my life, I probably would have gone on just to design textiles. But then again, it seems like that whole industry moved from the United States in like the mid '80s. Like I actually, where I worked in like bed and bath linens at this department store I worked at, and I actually got to go to the plants in that were at the time in Virginia and North Carolina, like right on the border of each other or whatever, and or something. I don't know. Or Virginia. I know they were in Virginia and North Carolina. Are they? They're not on the border, are they? I don't know. Maybe they are somewhere, like in the more toward on the western part. I don't know. I don't know how that worked, but I know that's where it was. It was like the first time I ever like um I think it was the first time I ever like went away from home and stayed somewhere and it wasn't with family. It was like a work trip, and like they got to choose. I guess they were able to choose one salesperson to go with them, and they picked me, which was kind of nice. And so I went, and we got to see, like, we went in the plants. They were noisy as heck. Oh my gosh. But it was fascinating. Basically, I guess it's like that movie Norma Ray. because they didn't, companies, manufacturers didn't want to pay their workers and take care of, their health care and stuff, because man, I could see how that place could be like a really hazardous place to work. Ear protection, your respiratory, because the fibers flying all over the place all the time. Yeah, that had to be something else. So, but because they didn't want to have to do right by the employees, yeah, they decided to go overseas, and we lost all those jobs. And now they're over there polluting and slow giving slow death to other people, which, and I kind of feel guilty somehow with. Well, you got to wear clothes. You can't not wear clothes, but sometimes I feel like, oh, what is the person going through who made this? What is their life like? Child, I'd be praying for everybody, everything I do. I don't even know who they are. I just be praying for them. I'm not going to start preaching either, but I keep thinking I feel like there is a way to do those things and do them where you minimize risk and whatever, whatever. And I don't know. So often we take the dollar over that, and that's really disappointing that we do that as human beings. Ooh, I don't like that one. That's not going down very well. It's very waxy on there. Excuse me. I'm gonna make that yellow and green. If I make it yellow, I can always go back in if I want it green. That'd be no problem adding green to it. Let me stick with that. This one is like super waxy. Green. Do I want? Yeah, I'm gonna do green. So I did my day, well, whatever day it is, I don't remember, of 100 days of sketching. Oops, we got one up there. I didn't notice that one. Today was handy, just handy. So I did that one today. Yesterday was Granny. I did that one. At least it was yesterday according to where I'm at, because I started before the 20th. Just gonna keep pushing through. The more you sketch, the better you get at it. So, okay, one more flower. We want to do the flower. I really want to brighten that guy up, but I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it. I want to do a fish. I still have to figure out what to make these. Let me see. Need to clean up these guys too. And that one. I don't know. This one really turned out it's really muddy. I don't know. I don't know if this one can be saved. Then you wind up using a white marker on this, I think. Ooh, there's space there. What do I do with that? It's just too muddy. I don't know if that's working. Maybe a sharper point. I ain't doing it at all. I'm afraid to use this. Kind of cleaned it up a little bit. It's almost Labor Day. Random comment. So, trying to figure out what pencil. Can't remember which pencil sharpener was the best one with these. I haven't used them in a few days, so kind of forget. I love how that just makes them brighter. This pigment is wonderful. That just really kick that up a notch. For me, at least. Hmm. What else? Oh, there's another one of these. I'm tired of these little things. Another. We can make it a different color. I think I'm gonna, just cause I can. But what color? I didn't finish these. Hmm. Let me just get this right. I can't see it. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Finding spaces where I didn't get with the marker. There's one there. There's one there. Oops. I'm crazy with that. I kind of made those look duller. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know why I keep messing with this. I can't figure out what color to make these. I mean, green is kind of obvious. I guess that's why I don't want to use green. Excuse me. No. I see I'm getting stuffy again. What is it with that? Is it the same time yesterday I got stuffy? Oh, excuse me. I actually bought gelato yesterday, and well, it looks like their cupboards were pretty much stripped bare. They didn't really have that much, but I was able to find, I think about like three or four of the Talenti, and I really don't want to eat a whole one of those, but like the way they are, it's like, it's like it melts, and so like you don't want to put melting gelato back in the freezer. That's kind of doesn't taste the same after. I don't know. So I actually tried something yesterday, and I used a steak knife, and I cut the ice cream in half right when I got it, or the gelato. Right when I got it, I took it out the freezer, and I took the steak knife, and I went into the middle of the thing. I started scoring, like I did like the half, and then I scored like little triangle shapes in there so I could maybe get it out, piece by piece to the bottom, like get it all the way from top to bottom. Because that's the thing, a lot of times the flavor or whatever thing is on the very bottom. And so if you only eat half of it, like eating it downward, and freeze the rest, the bottom half is like way too sweet and has too much of everything in it, while the top part has nothing in it. So that's why I took the knife, I cut it in half, and I and I kind of scooched it out into, a dish. And so now I have the other half in the freezer, which I may eat soon, which is probably why I brought it up. Um, so that was kind of cool because then, like, doing that, I had the right amount. That was just enough. Although I could have done with a little less, but um, that was a good amount. As opposed to eating the whole thing, or yeah, I wish they would make half sizes of those. I really do. because I feel like it's awkward trying to eat them. Am I really going to make this blue? Like, why would I do that? Well, maybe because it's going to turn green. That's why. Because it's going to turn green. And since I applied something I learned about tuna fish, like when making tuna fish for like tuna fish sandwiches, I have been addicted to tuna fish sandwiches and tuna fish. One time I ate it without the sandwich, I just had it with lettuce and grape tomatoes. But I had to have that tuna fish. Okay, that's like so dull looking. I'm gonna add red to it. Um, and that is like I watched this video that was saying how it was why does deli tuna fish taste so good? And so particularly New York delis, NYC. And one of the main things he mentioned was that they put breadcrumbs in the tuna fish. And I was like, breadcrumbs? But he was very specific about that. And so I saw that months ago and I finally decided to try it. Oh my gosh, they weren't lying. He was not lying. I did not even rinse my tuna fish, which was something I think he suggested to do, but I didn't even do that. And you know what I did, which I normally don't do either? I get the tuna packed in water and I usually drain it. I put the whole thing in there. I didn't even drain it. And I added some homemade zucchini pickles that I kind of chopped up. I added a little bit of lemon juice, just a very teeny bit, which I'm not even sure if I needed it. Added the breadcrumbs and added dried parsley. And then also, like, second time I made it, I added onion powder. And that was like, there was no fishy taste, fishy smell at all. And it was so good. Of course, I added mayonnaise. I forgot to say that part. It was so good. And you would not know that there were breadcrumbs in there. There's no way you'd know. But the thing is, the breadcrumbs soak up the liquid. And I swear, they also do something to the flavor besides making it taste good but not fishy. Oh my gosh. So now that's my thing. And now I'm hooked on, I keep making tuna fish. So tonight I actually made, or this afternoon, I made 2 cans of it. I did 2 cans together because like I keep like eating it. It is so good. Oh my gosh. And I'm just so amazed that it doesn't have that fishiness. It just tastes like good tuna fish. Okay, I want these brighter somehow, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just brighten it up with white acrylic marker or something. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. The breadcrumbs. It's only like I don't know, to 1 can, adding like a tablespoon maybe of breadcrumbs. That's it. Maybe I did a little more. I don't know. But yeah, it's amazing. Soaks up all that excess liquid, so you don't have any of that, and it actually tastes better after it sits. It tastes better the next day than it does the first day. That's one reason why I made a double batch today. It's like, okay, I need this to last longer because it tastes better the next day. Okay, bubbles we're using marker for. I need to do this guy. Wow. Let's use the pencil I have in my hand. How about that? Since it's in my hand, I'm going to use it. So I had chicken and rice to eat, but I was craving tuna fish again. Okay, I think I'm going to do this upside down, actually, because of how the leaves are, the direction. And I discovered I still actually have the video from where I unwrapped my, CSY watercolors. So, and I just downloaded it from Restream. Because what had happened was I thought it was streaming and it was recording. I didn't realize it, and so I downloaded the recording and I might post it tomorrow. I may upload it tomorrow. Just as an FYI. I don't know. I'm just talking and unpacking. Okay, now I don't know what it is about the shape of these. Where is... I think I need the other sharpener. Where is it? I have only had one literal cup of coffee today. I have a really huge mug, and I only drank half of that coffee when I got home. It's pretty much all the coffee I've had today. And I'm not mad at that because I've been drinking way too much coffee. I can't get the same feel on this side. Oh, it should be... Should I use purple to balance it out? Purple or yellow? I think I need purple. And I think I'm going to use the Derwent. Or not. It seems to be kind of waxy too. Oh dear, excuse me. think I need to sharpen this pencil. Get kind of sloppy. Hmm. This They talked about that gelato, but I think actually what I wanted is more coffee. Huh. Oh, that's darker. Something about the angle of this is weird for me. I don't know why. Match the other side. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it doesn't. I don't know why, but I kind of like that. Oh, okay. So to do the outside, and I need to do these guys. So I thought I was going to do fish. I didn't do fish. Flowers and plants. Figure out what I'm going to do with these. Okay, well, that's it for me. Oh, I keep yawning. Well, I'm tired probably, but it's also because I can't breathe because my nose is stuffed up. So, that's where we are with this guy. Getting closer to getting done. Closer. So, my first real attempt at using metallic acrylic markers. I don't know. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Okay, so that's it for me tonight. Thanks for joining me, and I hope y'all have a great evening. Take care. Bye bye.